This is the book of Genesis, chapter 12, verse 1, and it reads, Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. Verse 2, And I will make thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Akakudash Brakatham. Double honor shall go to apostles, elders, and bishops, a great millstone to continue to teach and to rule well. Shalom to the Akims, a great millstone of like-minded camps and individuals who continue to teach as one body, who continue to be out on the highways and byways, risking their lives for the greater good. And also shalom to the sincere Akwads, who are continuously learning in silence, as the Holy Scriptures have commanded for you to do so. This is Azariah Gabar, representing the King is Coming channel, back at it with another lesson for edification purposes. All right? So, I just recited the book of Genesis 12, in which Yahweh instructed Abram, who later was renamed Abraham, to get out of his country and away from his kindred and from his father's house. All right? So, this concept of getting away from your family or removing yourself from your kindred in order to receive possible salvation is very, very far-fetched for the 2/3 of Yasharallah. This is where I'm going with this. So for today's lesson, it's going to be named or titled, Move Away from Your Family. Simple, move away from your family. Because that's what Abram had to do once the Lord called upon him for something more of a greater good. Right? And that greater good was to make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. Making of a great nation. All right, according to Genesis 2:12. So, if you are in a spiritual know-how like me, you should know that your whole family is not going to be saved. No, that's not how it works. The Lord will choose one, maybe two individuals out of a whole family to raise them up, or her, pluck them out from the family and put them on that spiritual journey. Okay? But of course, in the process of this spiritual journey, you have to be willing to lose everything to gain the Lord. That's how it works. So we're going to go to the book of Amos 3:1, and it reads, Hear this word that the Lord had spoken unto you, O children of Yasharallah, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Woo! All right? So simply put, out of all the Lord's children on this earth, Yasharallah, according to Amos 3:2, is only have he known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, he will punish us for all our iniquity. So I'm just translating it here, okay? Because, I mean, case in point, let's say you were a kid growing up, you were the oldest, and you had maybe 2 younger siblings, right? And all 3 of you conspired to commit something that you weren't supposed to do, and you all get caught by your parents. All right, well, all 3 of you guys will receive punishment, but the oldest child is going to receive double. Why? Because simply put, you should have known better. You're the oldest. All right. You were the oldest child, so you're supposed to set the example for your other younger siblings. That's how this operation works. Y'all heard? And speaking of households, we're going to go to the book of Matthew 10 and 36, and it reads, "And a man's foes shall be they of his own household." Woo! Verse 37, "He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." Verse 38, "And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me." Woo! Man. So didn't I say this at the beginning of this lesson? That in order to gain the Lord, you have to be willing to lose everything. That includes your father, your mother, your son, your daughter, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, your best friend, your dog, your cat, okay? That big house, that shiny Benz, all right? Even the clothes off of your back. You have to be willing to lose to gain. Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right? And like I said at the beginning of this lesson, this concept is very far-fetched for the 2/3 of the majority of Yasharala. Y'all people just don't believe in that, and y'all don't want to do that. All right? You guys are hell-bent on maintaining the status quo. All right? But yo, bro, let me tell you, that's going to be your demise. That's going to be your demise, the end-all be-all. Because you don't want to sacrifice for Yahweh Shai Mashiach, like how he sacrificed for us when he became persecuted. All right? So guess what? The end-all be-all is when you meet him for your judgment, he's going to say, "I never knew you." And he's going to turn his back on you. He's going to forsake you. He never knew you. Why? Because you did not bother to take the time to know him. All right? So we're going to still stay on Matthew 12:50, and it reads, and it pretty much repeats what I was just saying. "For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother." Woo! All right? So that's going to be your true fams. All right? Your true family, according to the Lord, is whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven. The same is my brother and sister and mother. And again, like I just mentioned, this is a far-fetched concept to you 2/3. And guess what? When it's all said and done, you're going to perish for not looking to lose the world for his sake. All right? Because I'm roughly paraphrasing the scripture. What do it profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul? Y'all heard? So, with that being said, this is going to conclude this beautiful and spiritual lesson for today. Hopefully, someone out there receives this message with good cheer and become edified by this and start to rethink your priorities along the way. You heard? So all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Bakak Kodash Brakatam Kwam Yasharala, Rise Israel. And as always, Lord willing, on to the next video. Shalom.